Nuno here, back with a new video. Excited as always. I really want to make this one because this is a very cool piece of gear. If you guys saw me previously on this channel, you know that I like to buy things cheap. I don't like to waste. Well, waste is not a good term maybe, but I just like to spend the exact amount of money I think a product deserves. And sometimes they are just too expensive when they are first launched, so I like to give you some weeks or months and then buy it used, and it's this case. So I wanted to, one of my favorite focal length is the 50mm on full frame terms, and I had, for my micro4 third systems, I had something near that, but I had a 19mm Sigma 2.8. It's a great lens. I'm not going to sell it anytime soon. It's awesome, but I wanted a little bit more narrower, and I came across in a used shop this lens here. I'm going to show you now in the epic intro. So here it is. It's a Panasonic 25mm lens. It's a 1.7 lens here. So it is for the micro4 third systems. As you guys know, it's one of my favorite systems, and currently it's here mounted on my M5. So one of the things I noticed on this lens, this Panasonic 25mm 1.7, is that really sexy and looks count, right? So especially here on my M5, it looks really nice and flush. And I'm not going to show you guys any sample images of mine. Maybe I will, I don't know, because the internet is kind of swamped with them. But anyways, here it is. It's a 25mm 1.7. It cost me used a couple of months back something around 100 euros. So I know it's kind of a bargain for the price. And what I like about it, well, it's a 1.7. I can shoot at 1.7 if I want or if I need, and I have no problems with that. It's nice and sharp since 1.7. It's nicely built. I like its build quality. It's plasticky. What are you going to do? It's plasticky. It's nice and sexy, as you can see. So the 1.7 aperture really comes into handy, especially with these type of sensors that if you want to get some shallow depth of field, you really need to open up your lens, and that's just the physics stuff. So, and 1.7, it's really useful for that. So here it says you can focus at 0.25 meters or 0.82 feet. So it can go nice and close if you want to, and it's nice and sharp. I like the focal length at 25mm, 50mm equivalent on full frame terms. It's one of my favorites. I know the 35mm has lots of fans, but I'm more a 50mm guy myself. And the 1.7 focal length, aperture really helps to get that nice and cool shallow depth of field that most of people like to see. And I am kind of a bokeh whore, so it's a nice addition to have. So what I like about it, it's fast, it's nicely built, it has a built-in hood. It brought the hood with the kit, and that's also a bonus to have. So I don't see, for the price that I paid, at least 100 euros, I cannot see that many downsides to it. It's fast, it's nicely built, it's light, it's very sharp since 1.7. I can shoot it at 1.7 every day, and I don't worry about it. It really works at that aperture. It has a focus ring that is nice and wide. I don't really use manual focus with this lens, and it's focused by a wire, so it just keeps spinning. Some people like it, some people don't. I really don't. I like to find the stops, so I know when I'm close in infinity. But well, we can call it a downside if you want to. This is focused by a wire, but what you're going to do, it's kind of what you're going to get in almost all new lenses, especially on this price point. One thing I do not like is the following. If you see the hood, if I remove the hood here, then it's going to remove the lens cap also. Which means if I have the hood on and I want to put the lens cap, so I need to it's kind of hard to reach within. I have paws, I don't have hands, I have big hands, so it's kind of hard to reach. So even if you want to invert it, you need to remove the lens cap and then put it back on. It's kind of a hassle, so I just find myself not reversing the lens hood and putting the camera in my bag with the lens hood always on. It's not that bad, not that good, it's just a minor setback. And one thing I enjoyed in this camera is that it can focus really close. So let's see if I can show that. So as you can see, I'm going to focus, focused, 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 and that's about. And I can get this close here, and you can focus. So with this close proximity capability and with its shallow depth of field, we can really get some nice shots and with some nice bokeh of objects, rings, or even persons, or even an eye, a face, or just this area of the face. So I don't see any major drawbacks with this lens, except this kind of annoying stuff. You remove the hood and you either pull it back and then the lens cap falls off, or you need to put it back on, and then you need to kind of reach here and put it there. So it's a minor drawback. I already knew this when I bought the lens, and it did not stop me to buy it. So if you are looking for a fast lens for a micro four thirds system, and you want a fast lens with a wide aperture, I cannot say anything against it except the lens hood thing. When you pull it, the cap goes flying away. If you can get it for a good price, I got it for 100 euros used, and it's in perfect shape. I mean, I hadn't had any issues with it so far. So if you are looking for a fast lens for a micro four thirds system, go ahead and buy it. I'm sure you will not regret this buy. One thing, if you saw my previous video, my full frame camera 5D Classic just died. So just for fun, of a size comparison, as you can see, it's really small compared to my full frame. So if you needed a fast lens for your micro four thirds system, I would advise you the 25mm Panasonic 1.7. You will not regret this, and I'm sure you'll be happy with the results. All right. So just if you need the lens, just go out now and go and buy it. If you want to buy it, if you can buy it used, you will save a few bucks, and it's usually my best choice. I rarely buy things new. I just wait a few months and get it used, unless I really need it, and I need something for my job. Because here where I live, it's not easy or even possible to rent some lenses. So I find myself having to buy it. So I need to select really carefully what I'm going to buy in order to get my gear up and running. Okay, so if you need a fast lens, 50mm equivalent, go and buy your Panasonic lens. See ya.